My name is Michael Brown, and this piece is titled Bluerain, and it's actually designed to go on the side of a building in London. I was commissioned to create it for the London School of Economics, and it's going on their library. And when it's installed there, I mean, right now where you guys are seeing it from, you probably can't read it because there's actually 3 layers of text flowing down the display, and each one at the library will be a feed from within the library. So subject searches of the card catalog, titles of books that are being checked in and out of the library.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of maybe a window into what's going on inside. That's the great thing about it.
Wow.
Here at the Maker Faire, I decided I wanted it to reflect what's happening here. So what I've done is made it so it's Twitterable. So anybody who's sending out tweets that include the word Bluerain, the title of the piece, Maker Faire, the hashtag for Maker Faire, which is pound MF09.
Yeah. It is hash.
Various, yeah, a couple of other sort of various combinations of Maker Faire, Maker's Faire, Maker Faire, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're basically feeding them down the display, so it's sort of reflecting what people are experiencing out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, making something on the side of a building, where did that idea come from? Were you a megalomaniac as a child? I don't know.
Well,
do you like to work really big?
It's fun. Nothing like some blue blinky lights or, kind of fun. So there's 23,580 LEDs in this piece.
Okay.
The great thing is it's 28 feet tall, 8 feet wide, and all those LEDs actually are using less than 50 watts of power to drive the entire display.
Wow.
So that's kind of one of the cool factoids.
Wait, okay, so is that an important piece of your art these days?
Well, I think it should be an important part of anybody's artwork if they're doing light-based work. I mean, we do have an environment we've got to consider, so if we can use LEDs to do stuff nowadays and it uses very low power, we're in good shape.
Okay.
Yeah, the coolest thing would be to throw solar panels up on the roof and have it totally self-sustainable, but we're not quite there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that the next direction?
Well, I do a lot of stuff at Burning Man, and all the things that we do at Burning Man are light-based. I use a lot of LEDs and ping pong balls on bicycles, and we have a solar panel that basically recharges all the batteries during the day, and at night we use that power to basically drive all of our sculptures. So yeah, I definitely do it out there for sure.
Okay, that's cool. So tell me a little bit, do you feel like this is a bit odd for somebody to hire you? How did they find you when they hired you to do this? I mean, that's kind of an interesting story, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of great. There's a local San Francisco collector who likes my work, and he's at this point in his life where he's wanting to donate work to places that he admires. And he went to the London School of Economics in his youth, and he wanted to give them a work of art. So he asked me to go visit the space. I met with the librarian, and we talked about their new building, which they had just installed. And she really wanted a sign, and I said, well, I don't really want to make you a sign, but why don't we come up with an idea that could be a signpost? So I sort of submitted this idea, being let's do something that uses data from within the library, since it's all about information, and put it on the outside, and that can be sort of a reference point that you can use to sort of say, that's the library. People are noticing I have a feeling at this point, so.
So these are all of your circuits and all of the things that make this run.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look all that complex, does it?
This is the power supply that drives the entire thing. This right here is what's amazing to me.
Oh, wow, that's very tiny.
Yeah, tiny and uses, like I said, less than 50 watts of power.
Wow. Okay.
Are we running now? Is it up and running again? Time for more beer?
Yes, you can. So, was there any technical details? So you do this do you do this as a job?
I would like to do it more as a job. I have other things I have to do to sort of keep the cash flow high enough to compensate for all of the things I require in my life.
Okay, yes.
But this definitely is,
habit,
yeah,
so to speak.
Exactly. This commission, actually, I've been working on this for a little more than 4 years.
Okay.
So it started a little while ago.
Okay.
I've learned a lot along the way. I worked with a company called Making Thing, which is a local company.
Yeah, absolutely.
They made this little guy, which is called the Make Controller Board, and it's sort of the heart and soul of this entire project.
Okay.
So, and I've been working with them all along. They've helped to write the software and also some of the additional hardware that we're using in the project.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so, do you find it daunting, all of the engineering and things like that, or do you learn
I've learned over time that you hire really good people, so you don't have to be sort of horrified by all the technology.
Okay.
And just I ask a lot of questions. I want to understand conceptually how it's done, but when it gets to coding and sort of designing, I'm not really good at that. I know what I'm good at, and I know what other people are good at, and you just blend people together like that, and you're well on your way that way.
Oh, that's wonderful.